Well, maybe you've been here waiting in the cold for a bus that doesn't show, and then half an hour later, two of them turn up, but still there's no space for you. Well, that's exactly what happened to one woman here outside Lansdowne Station who was waiting with about 100 other riders here when two buses finally turned up. But she was one of a number of riders who was asked to get off because the driver couldn't see through the door. Well, that's when she'd had enough, and she decided to stage a protest and block the path of the bus by standing right in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I've got a disgruntled customer who's walking down the middle of the road holding up traffic here, not letting me pass.
The whole incident lasted about 3.5 minutes. The man who shot the video says after 2 blocks, the bus stopped to switch drivers and the woman got off the road. And we spoke with some frequent riders here at the station who say they sympathize with the woman in the video because they know just how frustrating it can be waiting for the bus outside Lansdowne Station.
Probably another way, but I think we've all been there.
It's so bad. For some reason, it feels like everybody goes on a break at dinner time on the Lansdowne bus, and there's no buses. I quite understand her moment of protest.
Do you feel like they could improve the service?
They could. A lot. I mean, I've been living at Caledonia and Lawrence for I'm 22, so almost 23 years now. And, nothing's really changed with the bus routes at all.
Do you think that Lansdowne in general has enough buses for rush hour service?
You know what, I'm not going to, get into that. Right now we're talking about a woman who jeopardized the operation of a bus by refusing to get out of the way of the bus, and a bus operator who responded appropriately and safely to that. Now, we have avenues for people to talk about the issues that they encounter with service or even with employees, and refusing to let a bus go on its route and holding up the many passengers who were on the bus is not the way to do it.
Now, the TTC says they are investigating into whether there were any delays here on the Lansdowne route Friday night, but they say regardless, that is inappropriate behavior, and they believe that the driver acted in the best way possible to keep the passengers and everyone on the road safe. Now, a City News viewer first alerted us to this story. If you have a story you think we should look into, here are all the ways you can get in touch by phone, email, or Twitter.